When we do our dumbbell reverse fly, we're trying to target our rear delts. We're gonna hit a little rhomboids and traps. We're trying to keep our neck and our traps out of the equation as much as we can. So when we perform this movement, we're gonna try to keep our spine neutral, our chin tucked slightly, so our neck and our back are in line with each other. And then we're trying to keep our shoulder blades down as much as possible. So the opposite of a shrug. And then another important aspect of doing this exercise is our elbow placement and the range of motion that we take the dumbbells. So we're trying to get as much length of our rear delt in contraction as possible. So as we bring our arms across our body, that's when we get the stretch. And then when we bring our elbows back and squeeze behind our body, that's when we get the biggest contraction. So play with the elbow placement. Usually it's not up here where we get the best contraction on our rear delt. It's usually about somewhere down in the middle. So play with the elbow position and find the best place where when you bring your elbows behind your body, you can feel your rear delts work and get that mind muscle connection. When we start, make sure you get a weight that you can actually control. Our rear delts are really small and it's easy to compensate and allow other muscles to jump in, like our traps. So get a weight that's relatively light, and then to get set up, get in a good athletic stance, you're gonna hip hinge, knees slightly bent. Make sure your back stays flat. And then from here, if you can, get your torso parallel with the ground if you have the hamstring flexibility to get down there. We're gonna get a good stretch. And then as we come up, we're gonna keep our arms relatively straight. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then come up. You can go pronated grip, neutral grip, palms facing each other, or supinated grip. Just find what works best for you and where you can get the best connection. You're just gonna come up and squeeze those shoulder blades together as far as you can, trying to bring your elbows back behind you. And then as you're doing the exercise, you just wanna make sure your back and neck are in alignment. And if you wanna take your lower back out of the equation, use a bench, angle it up slightly, and do the exact same thing. You can have your chest over the bench and perform the exact same motion with whichever grip you feel the best contraction. Since for the dumbbell reverse fly, we're keeping our arms relatively straight. The straighter your arms are when you perform this exercise, the harder it's gonna be for your rear delts to control the movement. So if you wanna go heavier a little bit, load up the weight, you can actually turn this into like a hybridized reverse fly and a wide row. So you can reach forward, get a big stretch on this rear delt right here. And as you come back, you can allow that momentum to come back and bend your elbows a little bit, turn it into a wide row, but we're still able to really target those rear delts while adding a little bit of load to the exercise, which we wouldn't be able to get to with straight arm reverse flies.